Signal Chasers.
Hello, Internet, and welcome back to more Signal Chasers. So, we are here at our mostly powered off moon base. I should say, I spawned back into the server. This is the first recording with time in between it and the last recording. So, I came back and realized I forgot something rather important. Oxygen. So I was dead. So, yeah. We had everything. At the moment, when we finished the last episode, we had oxygen because there was ice in this O2H2 gin. When I hopped on, I went and mined some more and threw it in there. Yeah, apparently at some stage, the whole system with the timer block machine that tells it, let's have light, that'll help. At some point in the game, this whole system, and it's been about a week since my last recording, this whole system triggered, probably because the battery was low when we started. It ran the engine and chewed up all the ice, produced a bunch of hydrogen, which is good, so presumably this is working, and we have a nearly full battery, so yeah, very nearly full. So good things have happened while we were gone, but it also meant we were dead. So, I guess we should turn things back on. It's a bit of a bummer because I've come in and it is nighttime. Judging by the sun on the planet, it will be nighttime here for a little while. But, let's turn on our refinery, our assembler. I think the drill's pretty much at its limit. And we now have our drilling ship, so I may just get rid of this. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else I need to turn on, so let's get rid of this and maybe go scout out some other valuable ores. It'd be nice to find some iron. One thing I'm probably going to want to do too here. If I can remember, there are thrusters. So, actually a couple things I'm going to want to do. So, our mining ship kind of has enough stuff to move it at the moment, but I don't know how well it's going to fare when it's full of stuff. So one thing I need to do, probably just need a second small thing that I probably can't get from that cargo system, so I gotta get it from here. Now it should all work. Yeah. So second lifting thruster, just to make sure we have lift. Then I'm gonna need some way to eject stone, which is a fairly straightforward process. If we just have a little curve there, we need one of these, which is a sorter. And then just sort of some stuff. That was odd. I just heard a very brief interlude of music. Hold on. So, I also lost some useful things like all my bottles and the gun I had. I'm beginning to wonder. This is a multiplayer server. I've not seen anyone or signs of them. That does not mean they aren't there. Also, that signal's in space. How neat. Alright, the surround looks clear. I'm not seeing any signs of enemies. Nothing was, messed with or showed any sign of other people finding us. So that's probably a good sign. Guess we'll just carry on. There's also a decent chance it was some sort of space engineer's audio glitch. It's not unheard of. Okay. So the last thing we need here are these two small connectors, which we will be using as ejectors. And then just weld all this up and probably build it on the other side. We'll be good. Guess I should check too. Right, because everything was off, so it wasn't processing. Go ahead and let it do some stone, then it can chew on the cobalt while we're out and about. Right side is, we clearly didn't need that much cobalt. Okay. So now, let's get in here, and I just happened to notice I turned the gyroscope off to save some power. Ore detector can be on. These tanks on the ship probably should have been set to stockpile, but they're fine. Okay. So now, we need to set up those bits. So these are all our connectors, so call it the ejector system. Then I can set these settings-wise in a minute, but first I have to set up the lists, which are a pain because you have to do them individually. But we want it to just pull stone. The idea here, it's going to pull all the stone out of the cargo containers, feed it to these connectors, which will be set to throw out. These should be on. Actually, that's a bad idea. Did I just pool any stone into... No. I don't want to pull the stone out of the base, but that should work as a system. So it'll pull the stone out and eject it. This is probably not new to many of you. I'm going to want to control this via the sorters, I think. Oh, I also need to finish that thruster. Oh. That I should also turn off. There we go. Yeah. So I believe if I control the sorters on and off, I should be able to essentially stop. It'll keep it from pulling stone and loading up the connectors even when they aren't throwing out. So it should just mean that we don't have the annoyance of little bits of stone sitting in the cargo ship waiting to throw out because I connected to the base or it didn't finish throwing them out and all that stuff. Okay. Well, I guess we're ready to fly, probably. What's my plan here? It'd be nice to do this during the day, because then there would be light to see by. But in general, I'd kind of like... Well, I know where iron is, and nickel, and magnesium. Do I just go get some? Or do I scout for anything more exotic? I have no plan here. Let's get out of the ship and plan. Okay, so I have about 200 iron. I'm probably going to want some more of that. I think we establish a little iron mine over there. Get a bit of iron. Then we can start laying out plans for the ship that's eventually going to take us out of here. So, thrusters on. Remember that my battery was on recharge. There we go. Okay. So, this will be our shakedown test. And we'll see, well, one, how much fuel we burn flying this thing. Which I can lessen a little bit by sort of hopping my way along the surface here. Is that ice or just... I think that's just lighting that makes that look whitish over there. Yeah, because that's not ice in that hole. Alright. Oh. I need to actually be able to control my drill. So we'll go on in here. I need to tell these to throw out on. I think I need collect all. Do I need drain? Let's try drain all. We'll just real quick gather some stone, see if it works. Yeah, seems to. So again, that's the philosophy of using the sorters themselves to control everything. Dang. Starting to think maybe I should have gone after some ice first, even if it just means tunneling my way into my existing ice hole. Oh. Well, there's the nickel. There's some cobalt here, but we don't really need that. Because, yeah, this thing... I mean, it is fairly fuel efficient, all things considered. The issue is it does not have much room for fuel. Also... Oh! I don't know what that was, but it wasn't good. We seem to be rather slow at ejecting the stone. Because it's only going through a few of them. Okay. Well, we're going to want collect all on all of them then. There we go. Okay. Well, that answers that. We'll have both of them, because I'm sure that's efficient somehow. I also meant to put some sort of cargo full light on this. But for the moment, we'll just have to drill and check. Alright, and the drill's full. I think that is a good sign that it's time to go. Yeah, fuel is, maybe should have gone with more than just 3 small tanks. Though given I have all of the, I have ice available. I have a lot of other resources kind of close in. Really, It's not that big of a worry if I'm, range limited. I should be able to get to the basics I need. I think I have everything to kind of, to make a functional ship. It's really just a matter of the jump drives. Because I even have silver, so all I need is gold. Yeah, I should be fine with this little thing. Okay. Let's check. We have our refinery chew on the stone, or the iron first. It did get some ice in it from somewhere, but I'm sure I wanted that with me. And the base now has some resources. Okay. Well, I probably should have turned those off before docking, but luckily we don't have any stone in the base. So now that that's going, let's go ahead and queue up a bunch of steel plate. I guess we'll just kind of build over here. I guess I should start with the sort of full-on refining, assembling suite that I'm gonna need. Maybe just set up so that it's easy to turn into a ship. My idea will be to essentially build around my sort of factory module as the core engine and go from there. Yeah, so we'll have maybe one more stalk. Stalk like that. Then can I build a refinery? Yes. Ooh. I'd like to use the fancy one, but I don't think it'll actually work for my idea here. Because I think my best bet for this ship is going to be something that's relatively, sleek and streamlined. So maybe a refinery there. We'll have our full-blown assembler off that side. Then maybe just because it'll be conveniently piped, I'll put the O2H2 generator there. So we'll have O2H2. We'll have all the refining stuff. We can stick some improvement modules on the backs and sides of this stuff. So that should be good. Now, now maybe if we have some batteries here, so I can put upgrade modules in this area, because that's on the assembler. Can't do anything to the O2H2, so if I just kind of surround it in batteries, I can build at least one of those, and maybe try and get some sort of solar rig set up on this. I guess it would have been smart to build this off of that structure. One second. Okay. So, got our basic structure here. And I think maybe... Can can I improve my solar array? So, I need interior plate to do it. But, if I... That's not how I get what I want. So, if I stick a custom turret controller down, I can then set up a sort of rotor hinge rig. Well, maybe. It's odd that you can't build on... Well, I can build that on top of it. You know what? That's probably good. So what I'm thinking here is build a solar capture array. Basically have a solar panel that'll track the sun. I'm gonna use these. Because then in theory it'll be a little bit more efficient. And because it's kind of higher up and will be able to rotate itself around, I should be able to expand it and make it a little bigger as it falls over. Okay, let's get stuff for this. I think this will help me with the, oh, that's the hole. This will help me in the long run because I'm going to need the ability to charge up those batteries. Now, hopefully I have enough stuff for this. The refinery is processing some of the nickel. Gonna have it do some iron again. Looks like it's gotten all the... everything else. I just have to hope we have enough steel. I should probably weld this block too, just, you know, cut down on potential fatal flaws. Okay. So that is turret controller. Let's finish this. So I can put that back. I'm gonna assume it's hinge 2. Nope, it's hinge. This is a little bit more annoying now that I don't have build planner. Especially because I need that to go beyond 90 to place blocks. Okay, but I got it there. I probably could have done it a little bit more properly. Okay. That's what I want. So now I can stick that. Then that. And... one of these. Because I believe I need a camera in order to make this system work. Alright. Camera. I can take these solar panels down and put them on there. Alright. And now it should just be a matter of getting everything set up in the script. So, it's further down here. How does this work? Target options? Nope. I think it still does this. I hope they didn't remove it. I thought there was a way to tell it to track the sun. I mean, the sun is a power system. Maybe I should have looked up how this works beforehand. So, rotor will be the azimuth rotor. The elevation will be hinge. It will use that camera. Oh! Okay. You just have to plug things in and it's smart. I don't think this matters. We'll turn off all this just so it doesn't get confused. We don't need it to lock targets, probably. Always aim at sun. Okay, well, it's trying its best. That should, when the sun cometh, it will find the sun and track it. Now, when that comes, I probably want, well, some more solar panels so that I can really make good use of it. So, we'll stick some more on. Stick one of these on just to continue the look. And let's see if we can produce the stuff for those. Okay, well, we have a bunch of iron. That's good to know. We don't have a ton of silicon or nickel, but you don't need as much of that. Yeah, we may be good. Okay. Well, I guess. Well, while that's going. No, I need to wait for that to finish before I queue up this stuff to get it built. Oh, maybe I should have built... I should have made this out of pipe, shouldn't I? Because then I'd have been able to easily... You know what? It's all steel. Time to go again. Okay. So, this whole structure I can weld up. Then it's got access to the existing cargo, which will make life probably easier. I also probably... if I put a welder in here, it'll make this... Nope, we're gonna... This is called scope creep, everybody, and it's very deadly. We are just going to focus on getting these solar panels built and then calling it an episode. Alright, solar panels.
Energy low.
Here comes the sun. Just see it cresting the distant lunar hills. I guess the solar panels are already faced in the right direction, so that's not particularly exciting. I guess it's catching the curved solar rays that are arcing over the terrain. Oh. Oh, I probably shouldn't look straight at it, but there it is. Yeah, from this vantage point, the solar panels make a little more sense, even though I think that hill does block them in reality. Oh, and look at that. They twitched. Seeking the sun like a sunflower. As it lights the Martian terrain. I think that's what we're going to call it today. So yeah, a bit of progress. We got some stuff planned out and ready. Hopefully we've got... I still didn't add oxygen. Yeah, I'll just die again. I did mine a bunch of ice while I was waiting for the sun to come. So, yeah, no, we've got a bit of time. But, yeah, we've got hopefully a setup so that we can have more power. We'll have to put some of that power into the batteries that we've yet to build, so I don't think it'll be too useful short term. But, yeah, we should have a pretty good start to continue on our adventures. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to check out any of the other stuff I've done. If you like this sort of content, consider becoming a member. There are perks, I'm sure. And until next time, bye-bye.